Coming out today for this wonderful occasion. One of the things that Marcus Garvey promoted was up, rise, you mighty nation of people, accomplish what you will. Right now we suffer. We suffer financially. We suffer psychologically, emotionally, and neuropsychologically. We fight in the fight. My name is Markel Taylor. I'm the communication director for ABO's Marketing. We run one of the most aggressive mental health and neuropsychological initiatives in the city of Denver right now. We're everywhere. We're promoting brain health, not just mental health. A lot of times we neglect the areas of the brain that allows us to be able to reason or rationalize effectively. We're incarcerating or mass incarcerating the neuropsychologically ill and not just the mentally ill. And this is the problem. We're looking at the external issue and not the core issue. Right now we're doing what is called the Rebuild Your Mind Mental Health Challenge, where we're challenging people to talk about their mental health issues, identify with their mental health issues. If you got a partner that's 47 years old and still gangbanging, and he was gangbanging at 12, sometimes that's not a mental health issue. That's a neuropsychological issue. That's called the frozen psychological state of dependency. That means we're frozen psychologically to depend on the same things that we depended on in the community, the crack, the drugs, to take us away from the problem. This is a neuropsychological issue, not a mental health issue. We're talking about functions and structures of the brain that has been damaged due to subtle levels of poverty. That's what I'm talking about, how it affects us physiologically, how it affects us biologically. Poverty itself, guys, this is what you got to understand. Poverty itself, when a child experiences different levels of discomfort, it becomes an overwhelming experience in their brain. And if we don't attack the core issue at the time the traumatic experience or reaction happened, guess what? That's called the imprints of trauma. And later on in life, you're wondering why your relationships don't work with your children. You're wondering why your relationships don't work with your man or your husband. Because we haven't attacked the residue or the imprints of the trauma that has been placed upon us at very young ages. Some of our children were molested. Some of us was induced with drugs at very young ages. This creates disruptions in the frontal cortex, the last area of the brain that develops. If this has happened to you as a child, then you need to go get some neuropsychological screening and not mental health evaluation. They're treating the symptoms and not the core issue. And that's what we're talking about. In order to treat the core issue, you got to get to the core issue, and that's called brain health. You understand what I'm talking about? Rise, rise, you mighty nation of people, accomplish what you will. ABO's Marketing is attacking this at its core issue. We're attacking it at the root. We're attacking it at the function of the area of the brain that allows individuals, that don't allow them to be able to reason effectively, use good judgment, rationalize effectively. This is what's going on in our community, and they're incarcerating us. They're not incarcerating the mentally ill anymore. They're mass incarcerating the neuropsychologically ill. And that's what we have to look at. Identification. Transformation. Identify, transform. We are developing the most efficient, trauma-informed, trauma-conscious, and trauma-responsive cities in the city right now, in this state right now. And we ask y'all to band with us. Everybody, do your challenge. Challenge yourself. Challenge your children. If you see your children in defiant, it ain't always defiant. Sometimes there's things going on in the brain. Sometimes there's things going on in the body that they can't control. Stop incarcerating us at mass rates. Give us neuropsychological screenings. Give us psychological evaluations. Start giving us treatment and not incarceration. I did 24 years in the facilities. And right now I'm one of the most passionate mental health advocates. I sit on the board of Project Mental Health Freedom. I'm sitting down here with Beth McCann in the district attorney's office. We have House bills that state that no one can even plead guilty if you've been in and out of a correctional facility multiple times without receiving a neuropsychological screening. We ask y'all to back us, stand with ABO's Marketing, do your challenges, challenge your people, look at, identify if you got a partner, a friend, a brother, or sister that is still acting and behaving the way they behave at 10, and they 20, and they 30, and they 40. That's not a mental health issue, that's a neuropsychological issue, and that's what we got to attack. My name is Markel Taylor. I'm doing what I can to change the condition conditions in our community. Abel's Marketing is doing what we can to change our conditions in our community and in our brains. If it don't happen in the brain, guess what? It's going to continue to happen in the lane. Believe that. If we don't attack the trauma, if we don't attack the imprints, if we don't aggressively attack it, look at your child, engage your child, talk to that child, ask them how they feel, sit them down, make them breathe, return their body back to a baseline state of safety so they will feel safe talking to you. I'm telling you now, this is what we need. We need brain health. We need to take these children and nurture their brains, not just their bodies. We need to, when they get into a fight, we need to sit them down and make them rationalize, make them reason, make them use good judgment, teach them, engage your children. We're losing in these courts. We're fighting in these courts. But until we come together as a team, until we band together as a system, we'll continue to suffer. We'll continue to suffer financially. We'll continue to suffer politically. We'll continue to suffer spiritually, psychologically, mentally, emotionally. We suffer in every area. Pain, listen to this, people. You understand this. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The Bible said my people suffer due to the lack of knowledge and education. If you broke right now, it's because you lack financial education. If you don't have a business right now, it's because you lack financial education. If you don't have an investment right now, it's because you don't have a financial education and you suffer financially. Come together as a team, put $1 on the table, build a corporation, buy these houses up in your community, start bringing businesses to your own community. Put $1. Let's build our own corporations. Let's build our own businesses. That's what Marcus Garvey did. He said, up, rise, you mighty nation of people. Accomplish what you will. And that means you got to go deep inside yourself. You got to educate yourself. You got to go get education. They took it from us. Go take it back from their libraries. That's what I'm talking about. That's where it's at. Yes, get that financial knowledge. Get your money right. Then you can fight. Get your bread right. Get your corporation right. Get your finances in order. That's what I say. Abel's Marketing, we here. We're changing this community. Rebuild Your Mind Mental Health Challenge. Right now an initiative. Dr. Nina Minagawa, Dr. Brad McMillan, Dr. Jared Thiel. We got the entire mental health community behind us. It's time to get the community behind us. Peace. Peace. Peace in our bodies. Peace in our homes. Peace in our bodies and our hearts and our nervous system. Peace in our neurological system. Peace in our brains. Seek that first. Seek that first. Slow yourself down enough to breathe and think. Peace. Peace.
in peace and harmony and love. And we're going to exhale any anxiety or stress or anything that we're carrying that does not serve our highest good. We're going to get rid of that energy. So come on up so we can take a breath together.
Don't we need to be barefooted?
If you like, take off your feet and connect to Mother Earth. Whatever you're comfortable with. When you do yoga, it's all about you. It's not about anybody else in the room. I'm just a guide on your journey. It's not about me. The word yoga means union. We bring our mind, our heart, our spirit, our soul, everything together as one. It helps us to calm our central nervous system as we take deep breaths. And because we have so much trauma in our communities, yoga is a tool that we can use to calm ourselves, to heal ourselves. And it's a tool that we can offer to one another to help calm ourselves. We have a lot of trauma. We have trauma in our DNA passed down from our ancestors. And this is a way we can heal that trauma. So let's take a breath together. My name is Latero. I teach yoga at Red Shield Community Center on Saturday mornings at 9:30 and on Tuesday evenings at 6:30, and everybody is welcome. Children, everybody's welcome. I hear people oftentimes say, I can't do yoga. I'm not limber enough. It's not about that. Anybody can do yoga. Yeah. There are 8 limbs to yoga, and the asana, which are the poses, that's just one limb to yoga. Yoga is not about poses and exercise. The West has turned it into that. That's not what it is. It was never about that, and it's not about that. So anybody can do yoga. So community, we're gonna take a breath together. Let's do this.
His Majesty Haile Selassie, this was the last one, his birthday celebration. We'll talk all about all the great things. Marcus Garvey's book came out just today, and got the whole history of Marcus Garvey in here.
Which one?
This one here.
Out of this one and that one, which one?
Well, this is the one for today. That's what I have to say.
What do you mean for today?
This is Marcus Garvey Day.
Okay.
So this is the celebration of today. I suggest, because you have this in your hand, I can't tell you not to get it. You should have them both. They're good history.
Yeah.
And it's a very small sum for what comes from it.
Man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling this energy. Y'all feeling this energy out here? Yeah. Man, I'm feeling this energy, man. And this is one thing that we can do. It's a handful of us as Sankofa members who link up with other groups that can work together and make things happen. And you know, this is not like Black Arts Festival or nothing like that, even though the sisters here, the organizer of that. Hey, I gotta tell y'all this. Ed Dwight was here earlier. First black astronaut. I said I'm gonna bring him on the stage. Yeah, he was here. He bought my coffee table. He bought my and a necklace from the brethren, Heru here. He bought a necklace from him, man. But we have so much talent here in Denver, in Park Hill, on the east side, Mont Bello, wherever black people are at, you know, are placed. We have so much talent, and I just want to make sure that everybody out here knows their self-worth. I want everybody out here to know how powerful we are as a collective group and as individuals as well. So I want to give thanks and praise to the energy of Marcus Garvey.